Welcome. We were joking in the very beginning about supply chain demand, and um, it's funny when we joke about it, but I just think that most of us continue to have to adapt to this world, which feels crazier and crazier in small ways and large ways. And so I still think that most of us, I should speak for myself, most of us are still really trying to stay balanced and stay happy during these times. So today I'm going to do something a little bit different, and I'm going to invite us to be happy and to have fun. Now, this group is exceptional because everybody here is so creative. And of course, Lynn generates that and attracts it through her friendships. So it might not be as big a leap for some of us as others, but I do find myself worrying about the condition of the planet as well as our culture. So sitting in the chair, breathe in and breathe out, and if it feels comfortable, go ahead and let your eyes just close so that you can relax for a minute. But take a minute to feel your body and feel the breath coming in all the way down into your belly. Feel it expand as you breathe, and then breathe out. A couple of those big breaths. Expanding, filling up with peace. Exhaling and feeling more and more settled in your body, settled in the chair. Feeling your feet gently planted on the ground underneath you. And knowing that you're supported by the earth and our magnetic field. And just relaxing into that like you might relax into the hug of someone who cares for you. And now, with the sound of this bowl, allow the sound to be absorbed by your body through your ears, but through your whole body. And using your creative imagination, find your heart center in the middle of your chest. Just find it with your imagination. You don't have to worry about getting it right. However you see it is just right for you. And now imagine that there is a little doorway in this heart center. Continuing to breathe in and breathe out. And going into that heart center, find your inner child, a little you when you were young. And just observe the child. It might actually be your history, or it might be something new in creativity as you see this child. See the child playing. What games is he or she playing? Do you see dancing? Any kind of movement. But see your inner child happy, innocent, creative. And now see your adult self as a part of this scene, and your adult is joining in the fun that the child is having. Maybe there's laughter. Maybe there's a body of water, a lake or an ocean. Whatever it is for you in your imagination is perfect. So both of you are now engaged in this game, in this play, in this fun. Feel the safety, the innocence, the trust. Are you holding hands? Are you touching bodies? Are you dancing and moving together? Whatever it is, feel this joy in your own body. Feel the laughter and let your spirits lift. And now, if it feels right to you, hug your inner child and let the inner child hug you as you merge together in the same happy energy. Breathing in and breathing out. And with the next breath in, allow a smile to come if it feels natural for you. Thanking the inner child and allowing this child to thank you for this little bit of fun that you've had. And say to each other, it's good to have fun. Let's remember this. And saying goodbye, but knowing that the inner child is a part of you, an aspect of you, and you two are the same being. And when you're ready, with your smile, allow your eyes to drop back open, coming back into this space and time, into this phone call. And enjoying the happiness of this moment. You've let your spirits lift by embracing innocence and play. And this is available to all of us at any time if we will remember. And so it is.
All right. Yeah, well, good advice, Janey. Hey, let's all, I think we all need a good laugh. So, a really good way to laugh is to start with a ha, 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 ha. So, let's do that. Ha, 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 ha. Ho, 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 ho. And then he and play with that. So I'll play a little bit with that and you can play in your own way. Oh, well, no, just Janie said, you have this available at any time. So when we do feel a little glum, know that you can start with a smile. When we smile, that helps to calm our nervous system. Our nervous system gets that message, oh, everything's okay. So if we do find we are in a lot of fear, because it happens, there's a lot going on right now. And here, I see the fear. So you have a choice that you can let it go and take a nice deep breath. So let's practice taking a nice deep breath. And come out with a nice long ah. So when we do ah, it usually coming from our heart like oh, just like that little girl. Ah. So when we have a longer exhale, then take our inhale, longer exhale, and when we sing a long note, that gives us that longer exhale. Ah. So you can sit and watch me go, ah. Or you can try it too. Nobody can hear you. And do ah in your own way. You can even do it just with your breath. So when we go with our breath, we're calling in spirit. So, I was doing all right, but then it came back. Stuff was hitting me again. So what else could you do? Well, you could, tap right here between your pinky and your ring finger. See my new ring? You can tap right here in this indentation. And this is an energy point. It's a meridian. And this point is the fear tap. So the part of us that can get into the fear, the fight, the flight, the freeze, or the like, I gotta get out of here. So you can tap there, and if you make a sound like foo, and then do your other side, foo. And as we do that, let's just notice how you feel. Foo. Do you feel any calmer? So you can just do this little tap anytime. And then actually, if you tap anywhere, you're going to be hitting a meridian. So let's hope that let's say your innate intelligence is going to let you know where to tap right now. Da, 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 da. And just play with your tap. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. So don't forget to play. All right, I'm going to play on my beautiful instrument here. I don't know if you can see it. This is called This is a tambura, and this is a koto. And they're put together into a new hybrid instrument called a kotomo. The sun gives you energy. Ma is the moon, aligning your receptivity. Da is the earth. Da is the earth, rooting you since birth. Rama da sa sa say.
Are we ready?
I guess so.
Are we ready?
I'm all chilled out now after that meditation.
Yeah, I'm a little bit too
I
more.
should always do that.
I'm so
before I
relaxed
perform.
now. I don't know if we can.
I feel like taking a nap, actually.
Anyway, here we go.
The way you wear your hat, the way you sip your tea, the memory of all that. No, they can't take that away from me.
The way your smile just gleams, the way you sing off key, the way you hold my dream. Yeah. No, they can't take that away from me.
We may never meet again on that bumpy road to love. Still I'll always keep the memory of
The way you hold your knife, the way we dance till 3, the way you changed my life. No, they can't take that away from me. on that bumpy road to love. Still I always, always keep that memory of
The way you hold your knife,
the way we danced till 3.
the way you changed my life.
Oh, they can't take that away from me. No, they can't take that away.
No, they can't take that away.
No, they
Can't take that away from me.
Wowie zowie! Woo! That's
Okay.
fantastic. Fantastic. Right now, I want to introduce a loving heart, a beautiful storytelling Irma, and we go way back. Don't we? Talk about somebody that knows how to play and somebody that knows how to be happy.
Yay! All right. I have these hands behind me just to remind you of your part. When I tell stories or do a poem, everybody does it with me. That's why I'm interactive, okay? So your part in this is hands up, hachi-tachi, hands down, down, down. Hands up, hachi-tachi, hands down, down, down. Hands up, hachi-tachi, hands down, down, down. Meet me at the corner and turn me around. So you say that every time there's a break and I'm cueing you, okay? There was a bow-legged woman and a knock-knee man who met in Philadelphia at a hot dog stand. Would you like a bite? Don't mind if I do. He took one bite and she took two. Here we go. Hands up, hachi-tachi, hands down, down, down. Hands up, hachi-tachi, hands down, down, down. Hands up, hachi-tachi, hands down, down, down. Meet me at the corner and turn me around. Now, the bow-legged woman had a big round head, teeth that were white, and a dress that was red. The knock-kneed man had a hole in his shoe. He stepped in the water and he caught the flu. Achoo! Hands up, hachi-tachi, hands down, down, down. Hands up, hachi-tachi, hands down, down, down. Hands up, hachi-tachi, hands down, down, down. Meet me at the corner and turn me around. Now the bow-legged woman said, my, you got to have some medicine, lest you'll die. 1 part vinegar, 2 parts fat, and you'll be together just like that. Hands up, hachi-tachi, hands down, down, down. Hands up, hachi-tachi, hands down, down, down. Hands up, hachi-tachi, hands down, down, down. Meet me in the corner and turn me around. Now the knock-kneed man did just what she said to do, and soon he was up better than new. Jumped out of bed, ran into town, did the hoochie coochie and kissed the ground. Hands up, hachi-tachi, hands down, down, down. Hands up, hachi-tachi, hands down, down, down. Hands up, hachi-tachi, hands down, down, down. Meet me at the corner and turn me around. Now, I tell you this story, you know it's true. If you want to get married, what you got to do, find a bow-legged woman and make her your wife, and you'll be happy for the rest of your life. Hands up, hachi-tachi, hands down, down, down. Hands up, hachi-tachi, hands down, down, down. Hands up, hachi-tachi, hands down, down, down. Meet me at the corner and turn me around. Now that's just a little thing to get you energetic and to know that when I tell stories, everybody tells stories. And I'm going to tell you a story about some more hands this time. It's called Gifted Hands. There's a little village in West Africa called Tubajele. It's a small village, and all the people are friendly. They get together and eat and party and have a good time, and they live according to their culture. Now, there's one elder, and the elders are really respected there in Tubajele. This one elder was having a birthday, and everybody loved this elder. They wanted to do something to make her birthday the best ever, because she was turning 100 years old. You only do that once in most lifetimes. And so they wanted to do something. And everybody knew this elder for how she used her hands. She was always making something. She would make food. She would make blankets. She would make children happy, and she always had something to tell them that was wonderful. They loved this elder. So everybody in the village wanted to make her something, but they had to use their hands to make it. Some wanted to make food. Some wanted to do embroidery or crocheting. Some wanted to grow plants if they had a green thumb. Everybody wanted to make her something with their own hands, but she was known for being authentic, and things that she did, were always handmade. And this was important to the village. And all the children, the young people, they were really into it because they wanted to show off what they could do. All except this one little girl. She said, I don't have gifted hands. My hands are not special. I don't know what to make. I don't know what to do. The only thing I do with my hands is when I go swimming, I can go real, real fast. I'm just not that kind of a person. And she began to see other people buzzing around and making things. And she was like kind of depressed because she knew that she couldn't make anything and time was coming closer. She only had a couple days left after a while, and she still hadn't come up with anything that she could really make for this elder. As time went on, it disturbed her so much, but she knew that when she went to the river, that's where she did her best thinking. We all have some place where we do our best thinking. It may not be the river, it may be some little room in your house, but we do our best thinking and meditating. And she would always go to the river and she'd find comfort. And she sat by the river and it got dark. And she was still thinking and meditating. And she looked at the water and it seemed to be different. The moon was just shining down on that river. And it just looked like all these colors were coming. She said, I've never seen the river look like this before. And when she listened really quietly, she could see the waves rippling. And she thought she heard a song. And the song was saying, open up your hands, girl. Open up your heart, child. Open up your mind as the waves are rolling through the water. Kind of messed up. But she listened and listened and she said, what kind of song is this? And it kind of gave her a creepy feeling and she was a little bit scared, really. But she went back home and she went to bed. And when she went to bed, she was dreaming. And she was dreaming of the same scene where she was by the river and the river was singing to her. And she said, am I losing my mind? Am I dreaming or am I awake? So when she woke up, she realized, oh, that was all just a dream. That's just a dream. But the next evening, she was sitting by the river again, and the full moon came out, and she heard this singing again. Open up your heart, child. Open up your hands, child. Listen to the waves as they dance across the water. And she looked and she saw more and more colors in that water. She said, this is strange and different. And she dipped her hands into the water. Her hands felt really warm. And she noticed her hands picked up some of the color. Now, she had never seen this much color on a river or anyplace else. It wasn't like the red, the blue, the green, and the yellow. It was like that 64 box of crayons that you get when you get in the 7th grade, a big pile of, they had mauve and ecru and flesh and all those colors that you don't even see every day. So she got an idea. She said, that river is singing to me. And she said, it must mean something. So she ran back to the house and she got 2 bottles, 2 glass bottles. They were pretty glass bottles that she was saving to make as vases. And so, but she never did because she didn't do things with her hands. So she came back to the river with these bottles. She dipped the bottles into the water and the water was bubbly, 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 and it was still singing. Oh, she was still hearing this water and she was gathering some of it and putting it into her bottles. And The river started singing again. Open up your heart, child. Open up your hands, child. Listen to the waves as they dance across the waters. She put a cork in those bottles and it was still moving. This water was moving in there. And she looked at her hands and they had changed to different colors. I mean, she had it wouldn't come off. Her hands were colorful. Oh, they weren't striped or dots, but it was like she had just, all those colors were like pastels on her hands. Well, the time had come. She didn't know what else to do. All she had was this water. Everybody was lined up for the party at the elder's house. They brought their joy. They brought their gifts. They brought their plants. They brought cakes. They brought pies. They brought all kinds of things like scarves and things for the elder to wear. And she was happy, and she was sitting in this middle of this big crowd, and one by one they come up and they give her the gifts, and she'd say bless you, or she'd touch them, or she'd hug them, or she'd kiss them. And it was just a lot of love in that room. When she got to this young girl who said, I only have these bottles and I got these with my own hands. Please accept them. I'm not good at anything else with my hands. And the elder felt the bottles, and she opened one and she opened the other. And as she opened them, the room just filled with color, all kinds of color. And the room got really warm, and the people had a warm feeling, and they were happy. And the elder went smiling, and then she went, and then she hugged the little girl. She said, you have given me the best gift. You have given me the gift of sight. See, the elder had been blind all this time, and this water was a special water, and it opened her eyes. And sometimes we need something special to open our eyes, to give us sight as well as insight. Thank you. That's my story.
Thank you.
Okay, this is a song, this is an original song, and it's sort of apropos for this kind of weather, and it's close to Halloween, so we're going to do like a sort of a Halloween-y song. It's called, what is it called? Oh, it's Vampire Queen of My Bleeding Heart. A little more volume here. Creatures that I've known and loved, Vampire Queen rises far above. She comes to me in the dead of night, takes her leave just before daylight. Vampire Queen of my bleeding heart, you come to me when the sky gets dark. You know exactly where to leave your mark. Vampire Queen of my bleeding heart, Vampire Queen of my bleeding heart. Tells me how much she's enjoyed the meal. I tell her how good she makes me feel. I said, now honey, this must never end. She says, relax, I will come back again. Vampire queen of my bleeding heart, you come to me when the sky gets dark. You know exactly where to leave your mark. Vampire queen of my bleeding heart. Vampire queen of my bleeding heart. Some things in life just can't be explained. Even in death, mysteries remain. Between the two is where I reside, but I don't care when she's by my side. Vampire queen of my bleeding heart, you come to me when the sky gets dark. You know exactly where to leave your mark. Vampire queen of my bleeding heart. Vampire queen of my bleeding heart. Thank you.
I love that song.
Thanks so much.
That's my favorite song that he's written, and he's written a lot.
I've written a few. Okay, I'm not hearing anybody, but hopefully
I guess everybody's muted.
everybody's muted. Okay.
It's that awkward moment where you don't hear the applause. You just have to say, "Hey, we love it."
What
It
happened?
was great.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks a lot.
Do we do our last song now? Okay.
Do list? Okay. All right, this is a little bit, sort of a funny song. So let's see what we got here.
I once met a man with a sense of adventure. He was dressed to thrill wherever he went and said,
Let's make love on a mountain top, under the stars on a big hard rock.
I said, in these shoes, what is this, the Peace Corps? I said, honey, let's do it here. So I'm sitting in a bar in Guadalajara. In walks a guy with a faraway look in his eyes. He said,
I got a powerful horse outside. Climb on the back and I'll take you for a ride. I know a little place where we can get to for the break of day.
I said, in these shoes? No way, Jose. I said, honey, let's stay right here.
No le gusta caminar, no puede montar a caballo, como se puede ver ese escándalo.
Then I met an Englishman.
Oh,
He said,
are you American? Won't Won't you walk up and down my spine? It makes me feel so strangely alive.
I said in these shoes.
Oh yes, in those shoes.
Oh, I doubt you'd survive.
Oh, try me, honey.
I
now.
said, honey, let's stay right here.
No le gusta caminar, no puede montar a caballo, como se puede ver ese escándalo. No le gusta caminar, no puede montar a caballo, como se puede ver ese escándalo. No le gusta caminar, no puede montar a caballo, como se puede ver ese escándalo.
Ay, ay, ay. Arriba, arriba, arriba.
Thank you.
Ooh, all right. We
Thank
can
you.
go on mute so they can hear all